For many people and for many years, the go-to luxury compact sedan was the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. The C-Class has grown over the years, and in fact, Mercedes actually has smaller vehicles now. For a while, the C-Class was the smallest. You had the C-Class, the E-Class, and then the range-topping S-Class. This is almost like a baby E-Class or S-Class. It definitely has moved upscale over the years. It's become a little bit larger, a little bit more refined. The C-Class still retains the rear-wheel drive platform. This is a 4MATIC, so it has Mercedes-Benz proprietary 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, but it's a rear-wheel drive based all-wheel drive system. Generally, when you're building cars for performance and refinement, generally rear-wheel drive platforms are going to be more refined and have better performance, better balance. They can be a little bit more complicated, a little bit more expensive to make. That's why most race cars are usually rear-wheel drive, because it's better for performance, or most sports cars are rear-wheel drive. And likewise, you'll find most refined luxury sedans are built on rear-wheel drive platforms, even though they're available of all-wheel drive. Where we have the smaller A-Class, which is a smaller, more entry-level vehicle than the C-Class, that is based on a front-wheel drive platform. You can get those with all-wheel drive, but generally front-wheel drive is cheaper to produce, less complicated. Like in this vehicle, you have the engine in the front, you have the transmission mounted behind the engine. The engine is in a straight configuration, so it's a little bit more better balanced. But you do lose a little bit of interior space having the transmission here. And then you have a drive shaft tunnel going through the center. So for a smaller vehicle, I guess it does make sense to have a front-wheel drive platform where you have the engine horizontally opposed, and then you can mount the transmission next to the engine, so that frees up more interior space. But the vehicle is going to generally be more nose heavy, and that's going to take away from performance. And then when you have a front-wheel drive vehicle, the wheels are doing a lot. They're handling most of the braking. They have the weight of the majority of the weight of the vehicle over them. They're putting the power to the ground. So when you have a front-wheel drive vehicle, you're really asking a lot of the front wheels, where the rear wheels are just kind of not doing as much. Or a vehicle like this, it's much better balanced. So that's my little spiel of why the C-Class. One reason why the C-Class is going to be a little bit more refined than the smaller A-Class, if you're maybe comparing the two. This is a really nice, clean example. We took it on trade. We actually took it on trade for a Mercedes-Benz GLE, so they moved up to a mid-size Mercedes-Benz luxury SUV. Obviously, they like the product. This particular one is a local clean Carfax vehicle. Shows pretty much regular service history since new. The majority of that is at Mercedes. Pretty low miles. Most people average 10, 12, 15,000 miles a year. It's a 2020. It's a 2020, and we're in February, almost March of 2023, and only has 21,209 miles, so they've been averaging way below average miles. We have the original build sheet on this one. You can also see with its turbocharged engine, it's very fuel efficient, 23 city, 33 highway. That is awesome. So for some features, we have these upgraded 18-inch multi-spoke wheels with black accents. That was $200. Heated seats was $580. Inductive wireless charging was $200. Original MSRP was about $45,525. Beautiful leatherette interior. This is synthetic leather. Obviously, real leather is optional, but Mercedes makes an awesome synthetic leather. Very durable, very long lasting. Feels almost like the real stuff. So if you're not hung up on having the real deal, I think you'll be more than happy with the synthetic leather. We have a moonroof, beautiful wood interior trim. Great infotainment system. You have a controller right here to access the infotainment system. It's pretty easy and intuitive to use. You can also use the controls here on the steering wheel to make changes to the screen on this side. Then on this side, you have a small LCD screen in the middle, which you can configure using the controller on this side. Pretty cool stuff. We have power and heated front seats. Nice leather up steering wheel. You have steering wheel paddle shifter, so you can take control of the 4 gears. Really nice color combination on blue on this wheat leather. Really nice shape inside and out. I think you'll be very happy with the condition. This car is in beautiful shape. Really nice lines on the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Kind of follows that same design theme in the larger Mercedes products like the E-Class and the S-Class. That's why I like to call it a baby S-Class or E-Class. Pretty large trunk, and of course you can fold down the seats for more cargo space. You also have a power rear trunk as well. 4MATIC is Mercedes-Benz proprietary all-wheel drive system. For an engine, we have a 2-liter turbocharged engine. It makes about 250 horsepower. It's not the biggest engine in the C-Class, but for most people this is plenty of power. It's also very fuel efficient. Fantastic engine. This is a workhorse engine from Mercedes. You can find this engine in a wide variety of their products. It's very powerful, very fuel efficient, and very reliable. We have a complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So for a mobile delivery service, this beautiful C-Class can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Contact us for more details. And thanks for taking the time today to watch this video.